Good morning, everybody. Emperor here with the new Galaxy Gamers channel, and welcome back to our Space Engineers Let's Play series, Season 1, Episode 3. I was just having a look at my inventory to remember where I was and where we left off. Wow, look at this. Nice night sky for the nighttime. So if you notice a difference in the sky, I've added another mod. Actually, I've added a mod that I kind of like. It's the Milky Way Skybox mod for Space Engineers. And when I do the links for all the mods that we use in the Let's Play series, that'll be there, I promise. I have not forgotten to do those. I just haven't had a chance to get that taken care of yet, but I will as quickly as I can. Alright, so we've got an unknown signal to go grab. I think we should go grab it. But let's just take a give you a quick update as to where we are. So, I spent off camera, like I said, I would do a lot of mining off camera. I went and got about 100K of each ore, which is iron, silicon, nickel, cobalt, and magnesium. We obviously can't refine uranium, platinum, gold, or silver just yet. We will be able to soon, though, and that is part of our plans for today. And I went and mined all that, and came back, put it through the refinery. It took a little while for it to our basic refinery to chew through it all. But this is what it has essentially left us. We've got silicon, iron, nickel, and cobalt up here. We've got a bunch of gravel too. And in our basic assembler, we also have more of each of these as well. So we're not going to be running out of our basic resources right away. So I did that as I promised I would do. Now you're probably noticing that as we look at our ship here, you're probably noticing I made some changes to it off camera. And that's because the fact that I had forgotten to add the connector in the last video kind of annoyed me. And so I went ahead off camera. I figured it wouldn't be a problem. I went ahead off camera and just did a little bit of redesign work on our mining ship. And we will take it out for flight today in this video and see how things go. So I did change it around a little bit. Nothing major. Although, I think I did forget the gyroscopes. I did. Let's just make sure. Yep. So we can't use it right now anyway. So I gotta add some gyroscopes, but we'll do that in a minute. Let's go grab this unknown and we'll talk about our day's plan. So, in this video, we've got a lot to get done. I want us to be able to upgrade our current production infrastructure so that we can utilize all the ore and not just the basic ores that the basic assembler can mine. And yes, I am being careful so I don't accidentally crash into the ground. There we go. Aha! Space credits. And more construction components. Do this real quick. As if I don't have enough of those. And we'll grind her down for parts. Lovely. So, I am also doing an experiment with this Milky Way skybox mod because I want to make sure, I want to see if it really does. You know, I can see basically because of the mod. So, you know, playing the game I can see and everything. But what I want to do is I want to see if it makes a difference as far as how dark the videos are on YouTube. So it's kind of like an experiment, if you will. Fill up our hydrogen. Alright. And before I forget and do something really dumb, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, let's grab some steel plate and we'll talk through what we need to do today. So what we need to do is, I want to expand our base out a little bit, so we're going to do this. Do that. Alright, we can put these back. And let's... just tell it to go ahead and make more. Alright. So, while our build and repair is welding things up, let's talk real quick about what we have to get done today. We have to put up our industrial refinery, and I think I'll put up the industrial assembler too. We also have to put up our stone to metal ingot, our furnace and our extractor, which is from our stone to metal ingot mod. So we have to put those up as well. So we do have some things to do, and it is going to mean some restructuring of things a little bit. But I think that's okay, because we're not going to need... Well, we're not going to really need the basic assembler and the basic refinery after that. Though I may keep it around just to make sure that we have a way to help us mine some of the refine and make some of the basic components that we need. So we'll see about that. But I think I probably will keep them. Yeah, that was going to annoy me if I didn't do it. I just painted them all the tiles, so that all the blocks, so that they'll be the same color. Otherwise, that would annoy me. Okay. We also have to improve our power situation a little bit more. As you can see, our battery has 3 of the 4 bars lit up, but I'd like to have all 4 stay lit. So we definitely need to deal with that as well. And I think a way to deal with that is to put up a solar panel, a solar tower, and maybe one more wind turbine tower as well. I could put in the reactors, but we don't have the refinery for it yet, so... Okay. Let's see here how we want to do this. I think if I bring that tower out this way, at least 8 blocks this way, I can put up another wind tower here. And then I think if we were to expand this part of the platform out a little bit, I can put up a solar panel tower easily enough. So yeah, let's do that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. more blocks to go, it looks like. Okay. Oh, I need an interior plate for those. Okay. Let's grab some interior plate. Put up our wind turbines here. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that should take care of those. We'll let our build and repair catch up to us. So that'll now basically improve our power abilities for now. Okay, they're all turning good. Now, I had somebody remarking to me the other day that people do forget to use solar power. And that is actually true. People do, I do see a lot of people actually forgetting to use it when they can. But the way Keen Software House has rebalanced survival mode. You don't have the big planetary landers anymore, unless you mod them in. And with that, they changed what you start out with for components. You basically have no components when you start out now. But you do have a survival pod. And so you're basically having to start from scratch unless you tear down the survival pod, which most people don't like to do right away. So in the early days, you are limited to basically your survival pod and the power it has and your survival kit. So you're basically mining stone and whatnot, and so that's why we see a lot of people, at least now anyway, using wind turbines more and more. And there's the sunrise coming over the horizon there. That's good. We'll watch that too. So that's why you're not seeing that as. That's why you're seeing, a lot of people not using solar power right away. I have seen people that start out with the wind turbines and then they gradually integrate solar panels and solar power into what they're doing and into their bases and their ships' power supplies. Now, if you're starting on the moon, or in space. Now, actually, if you're starting on the moon, you don't really have, well, you might actually have solar panels on the moon rover, which you start out with. The spaceship a starter spaceship, you might actually have solar panels too. But if you're on a moon, on a planet like the Earth-like planet, the alien-like planet, Triton, Pertam, the Titan moon, you're probably not going to have the solar panels when you first start. But I definitely would encourage you to integrate solar panels into your system, into your power grid as quickly as you can, because they will help keep your batteries energized. But you also want to supplement that with wind turbines as well, if you're able to, depending on your survival start here. That way your panels are going to be okay. Right, I think that should be far enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's go put the other side up. So that's what we're doing now, is we're actually beginning the process of integrating solar power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. We're going to do an advanced rotor. And you'll see why. Oh, you gotta tell me I didn't. Wait, did I pick the wrong one? Yeah, I must have. Ah, okay. There we go. Really? Since when do I need? Since when do I need that? I'm sorry, guys. Okay, well, that kind of changes the equation a little bit. We are not going to be able to add those in right away. Well, we can put the tower up anyway. Alright, so we know we went up 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay. So if you're wondering why I'm counting, it's because I pretty much just woke up a little while ago. And having my first cup of coffee of the day while I'm making a video for you guys. Alright, we'll let the build and repair do its thing. Because that'll tell us if it's able to reach up that far. Alright, so now I need to figure out how we make I need to now figure out how we make Limiterium. That is one of the mods requiring that. So we need to figure out how to make it. Okay, so that means... Alright, so that means the next thing we gotta do is figure out our layout here, make it a little better. I think we have to refine Limiterium in our industrial refinery. That's okay. Okay. Alright, so the question becomes, where do I want to put it? You know what? I'm going to actually put it right here. Yeah. Put it right there. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Oh, no, I see myself a room. Okay. And let's see here. We know we need the industrial assembler. Let's put that. Let's put that right. Yeah, let's put that right there. Guess that'll be alright there. And this thing's gonna be yelling at me until I give it what it needs. Thought it was... not realize we actually blew through all the steel plate like that. Beautiful. Look at our nice sky coming in. So you all have to help me decide, when I post this video, you all are going to have to help me decide if YouTube is actually making the video darker than it really is. It's, like I said, I use this skybox, this Milky Way skybox, as a means of testing that. So it's kind of like an experiment, but I do like the mod. I do like the skybox. I might keep it in for now. And we'll go with it from that point on. Okay, so that just needs steel plate. That's all that needs. Let's let's do a quick test of our miner. Okay, so it's holding up. Okay. Beautiful. There we go. Yeah, I know it's not the perfectly best designed miner. I know that. I know, and I know one person who's going to have something to say about it, I am sure, after he sees the video. But this is just a basic mining, it's just a basic ship to help us get around. We'll build a better designed one later. Alright, so we know it can hold its own, that's good. Oh, I need to build a connector so I can hook this thing up. Alright, yeah, that probably should be the next thing we do. Once we get the, okay, there, that's up. Alright. Let's let the build and repair get caught up. That's gonna drive me nuts. Let's go grab this unknown while we're waiting. So we'll get that all hooked up, and we'll get our ship on this connected to the system so that it can recharge the batteries. Okay. What you got for me? A drill I don't need, a grinder I don't need, but I'll take the power kit there. Okay. Now, another observation I will make about these unknown signals is they're good early game. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're good for the early game, but once you get late game, they're not really all that helpful at that point. And I was talking with a friend about this the other day. We both like to play Space Engineers and compare notes and things like that. And we were both remarking about that. And it is true. The unknown signals are good to help you get components that you need early game. Oh, I didn't go up high enough on that. Oh well. But once you basically have your big refineries and your big assemblers, you pretty much don't need those unknown signals anymore. So I don't know if it's possible in this game with the way that their coding logic works. But if someone from Keen Software House does happen to actually see this video, something I would encourage you to look at would be if there is a way to detect when a player, maybe has, say, the industrial refinery and the industrial assembler built, or the normal refinery and assembler that would be its equivalent. If you can detect those, then you could disable the unknown signals, because they do load up your Steam inventory too quick with the content there, and it's just the same stuff over and over again at random. Sorry, I had to move my mouse. And it does kind of make it at some point feel like it's a bit of a cheat that you really don't want. So I'd like to see Keen Software House rethink that a little bit, and maybe think about that in their logic as they move forward in an upcoming DLC, in an upcoming update or something. Anyway, that's just me. That's just my recommendation as someone who is a software developer myself. Because, like I said, a friend of mine and I were talking about this the other day, and I do think that they do have a valid point about that. So, and here comes the sun. Let's watch that for a minute. I got a story to tell you about that. About the sunrise in the game. I think it was like maybe 2 years ago. When this is at the planets, obviously came out, and they had done some of the changes to the textures on the planets and whatnot. We can shut the light off, or soup light off. I was messing around in my off-camera world, and I got high enough into the atmosphere where it was just basically, I was still technically on the planet in the atmosphere, but it was high enough so that you could still see the stars in the space, in the outer space skybox, and the sun came over the horizon of the Earth, and I gotta tell you, that was the best graphic I had ever seen, and I wish I had taken a picture of it. But that was one of the coolest graphics, visual graphics I've ever seen in this game. So, you know I had somebody also comment the other day to me in a private direct message. And they said, well, the graphics really aren't that good. And I said, YouTube does tend to mess with that a little bit. And it is the way the rendering works. So I'm hoping at some point Keen continues to work on the graphics to improve them. But I will tell you, they have improved the graphics in Space Engineers a lot over the last 8 years. So I can't really complain. So beautiful. Okay. Alright, so I think what we'll do... Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll actually call this video here. And we will... In the next video, we'll continue with our infrastructure improvements. And we'll go from there. So, feel free to like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Tell your friends, watch the video, leave comments. I will respond to the comments as I see them. And I will try to do my best to get that mod list up and ready for everybody today. Okay? So I hope you liked it and enjoyed this video. In the next video, we'll continue working on our improvements. And maybe we'll find out how to get the limitarium we need for our rotors. So, with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Have fun, and happy gaming.